What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and yes, we are back again with part 10 of the Adventures of Jack Bramble, where we try to beat Path of Exile 2 using primarily Thorns only, a retaliatory damage as well. Unfortunately, in the last stream, I did have to resort to unsavory methods to defeat Ekbob and Ektab, and man, that frustrated me beyond belief, but that was... in my opinion, like a break from the rules. I used the, I think it's the Radiant Hood, and I caused Ignite damage for like a period of 15 to 20 minutes or so, and just had to walk around and kill him. And that to me is direct damage, so unfortunately that was kind of a way to get past that boss, because his attack patterns and a number of other things and mechanics in that particular fight, including his shield, didn't allow us to do any kind of physical damage or damage to his actual health. And when we did apply poisons and bleeds, it was only about 5 damage, and 9 if we were very lucky, every 3 to 5 minutes. So he was only striking that often with his melee, so it was pretty darn tough. And unfortunately, I just didn't want to sit through that for hours to get that down. So anyways, we now have we've made it to the Spires of Dashar, and we're going to be taking on Torghul. We did lose our progress though for some reason, so we need to go back and make our way to Torghul and see if we can, you know, do some damage. We have changed a few things up. So just before the stream, I took the time to make a few adjustments, and one of which was just adding a second shield. This shield's just fun because you can just block while pretty much running, so there's no movement speed penalty. Other than that, there's really no reason for it. It just looks nice, and you can block while moving. I did change out the amulet that I had, and I allocated spiked armor instead. So spiked armor is an anointment, and you gain physical thorns damage equal to 2% of the armor from your equipped body armor. So I don't believe that overrides anything that we already have. I think it just adds, so that's pretty awesome. And I changed that out for cruel method just because I felt like that's what we're working towards anyways, and the armor break isn't doing anything because we can't use any kind of resonating shield or anything like that, so I went with that. I changed out the lightning or the topaz ring for a little bit more strength, and fire res for Torghul. We still have the same armors here, same rings. I looked at changing out some potential boots for that, you know, the armor, the 2% thing we just got, but honestly I don't see a change, so I don't know if I'm not understanding how that works or whatever, but we'll see. Honestly, these seem to be better because they do some Thorns crit hit chance. So, and then we got these. These also seem to not have the biggest effect. So I'm not necessarily. I may not understand math, and that's very possible. But when I change it out, like this armor right here. Oh, hold on. Did it say from spiked body armor? So none of the other armor that you have works. Oh my god, semantics. Matthias, what's going on? Matthias says, what's up, Inhuman? How goes it? You fine, sir? I hope everything's well. On my side of things, I'm getting frustrated with the grime and its lack of stamina regen speed. Is there any way to increase stamina regen speed if you can... Ooh, no, man. You know, I don't remember. I remember the leveling system was very basic. Like, you could level X, Y, or Z, and that was pretty much it in terms of attributes. But I don't remember stamina being a big issue, because remember, like the parry, or that like black hole parry, is probably one of the strongest things you can use, and it does amazing damage. So I know that I relied on that pretty heavily. I did have, I think, a two-handed sword that did some pretty decent damage, but I was never really spamming too much. I was maybe getting a good hit or two, and then I'd parry and then do the same rinse repeat kind of thing. So that was the way I managed the stamina for sure. But I don't recall. It's been, man, it's probably been 2 years since I've played that game. And it is amazing. I still have the full playthrough recorded, but I haven't done anything on it. So all of this is a waste. I needed to have only focused on the actual armor I have. So that's interesting. We could look and see what better, if there's an armor that has, you know, over 272, that would be great. It might even be better than this. So that's really interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. That's why these weren't working. Alright, well anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to be We're gonna warp back to town real quick, go back to the Ardura caravan, and we're going to get rid of those pieces. Had I known that it was just the body armor, I wouldn't have purchased those, but no worries. I was just trying to prep before the stream. We didn't do anything special. Clearly we had absolutely no effect at all. No effect at all. I got rid of that, it's fine. I'm over it. Tired of carrying it on my person. And then I did change the belt out, so I'm gonna show you guys the final changes I made. But yeah, Grime was fantastic, and I wonder if it's going to come out this year. I know that they didn't really give a hard date. But this belt I did change out just for the fact that it does grant us 0.25 charges of life and mana flasks per second. So over a period of time we'll be able to continue regenerating health flasks, which that's huge because we were struggling with that, honestly. And let me see what else. And I changed out... Oh, I just activated spiked armor. And then, as you guys know, we had kind of gone this route instead for the actual Thorns damage increase directly, and so that we could activate this jewel. So, Matthias says, I'm using the double-bladed weapon and the red scythe. Ooh, nice. I was using some big two-handed weapon, you know, like normally on a game that I'm like, okay, I'm not really sure what it's all about. I'm gonna go like strength build just to keep it real simple, so I can focus on like the exploration and stuff. But yeah, that game has a lot of good weapons, and I think the parry system is phenomenal. The boss fights are incredible, and then as you gain mobility, you are going to be in for a treat. Some of those sequences where you're trying to get power-ups and whatever else, trying to reach secret areas, it's just so satisfying. Okay, this is great. It's been fun, boys, but I don't want to stand here for hours. Gotta use the scythe for that crit damage. Alright, so let's see. I hope that once we get to Torghul, we'll have some better results. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Another thing is that had I understood that, you know, the change for the anointment, I may or may not have done that. And it was quite expensive too. I used one of my only distilled emotions of that caliber, so that sucks. Matthias says, also, even if you don't stream it or what have you, I hope you give Eternal Strands a chance, especially if you enjoy chat. You know, the funny thing is, I don't even remember talking about Eternal Strands. I remember talking about like Eterna Noctis and the other one, Lunis or Sana or whatever. It was like Sun and Moon or whatever. It was kind of those type of things. I remember talking about that one, and that did seem interesting to me. I just don't remember Eternal Strands being like, I'm like, because the only thing I think I'm trying to remember, the only game I can think of that has like Eternal Darkness, but that was good. But it's been a long time. Eternal Strands, it doesn't bring up any recollection or anything. And when I did look it up, it was very colorful and vibrant, and I was like, I don't remember like looking at this game. But it's very possible that at the time I was more involved, but I don't remember it at all. But yeah, if it's something like Shadow of the Colossus, like maybe like boss rush style, that would be very cool. I loved that game. I thought it was excellent. It was so epic, especially at the time. Good old PlayStation 2 days. Yeah, it was awesome. Lots of fun to ride around and then jump on the monsters, climb on the monsters, hit the weak spots, and then see them go down in like cinematic fashion. That was really cool. Ah, okay. No, I don't doubt that. I probably, at a time, like, if I'm gonna have an opinion on it, then I would have been informed on it, you know? Otherwise, I'm like, I don't know, I'll take your word for it. So yeah, I must have looked at it and been like, you know what, I don't think I would be interested in it. So that's what I said. I'd probably stand by it. Then in terms of like at the time when I was looking at it, but if it's like Shadow of the Colossus, that's different. And I know there was another Metroidvania too that it had a female protagonist, looked kind of cool. It was kind of like almost like neo-futuristic kind of thing, like, you know, you had all this tech and stuff. Oh, we leveled up. Look at us. And it was one year of playing, and I forgot. It was, you know how they all kind of have those names, like whatever. It's all like, you know, similar to like the Eterna Noctis kind of name. And I was like, ah. And that one I was not interested in either. I do remember a Metroidvania that I wasn't interested in. But there was some, and then you were playing that Satgat game. And I didn't know what that was at the time. But yeah, there's a few that I would like to try, but I haven't played Metroidvania in a while. It'd be interesting to switch back from this to Souls to Metroidvania. I mean, they're all fine and well. It's just all about the good boss fights, the navigation, stuff like that. But I just wonder if it'd hold my interest. I need to be able to be more flexible again. But it's been nice being able to stick to one game just for ease of, just for convenience more than anything. It's easier for me. But there are some amazing games coming out this year. Phantom Blade Zero, Wukong Fallen Feathers. I don't think Chronos The New Dawn's coming out this year. I don't know if it is or not. I don't remember but that looks cool. What else? We've got Ninja Gaiden 4, which would be great. I love Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden Black's my favorite game like ever. So that's good. That's a good thing. Especially for my $40. For $40, pretty good price in my opinion. Yeah, for sure. It's better than the full price games now, like 70, 80 bucks, and then it's not even a complete game. It's like, well, you can get the DLC for another $30. Oh my gosh, these guys are mad. Why aren't you taking more damage? There you go. Yes, I did. Immortal Phoenix, is that the one it's almost like I liken it to like almost like Zelda type game, but it's got like Greek mythology and stuff. I started it. I never finished it though. Immortal Phoenix. Yeah, Immortal Phoenix Rising. Yep. The art is reminiscent of that because that game was very bright and colorful. I like that kind of art style, honestly. It reminds me of ooh, I forgot the name of it already, but it was made by like a baseball player and it ended up like failing, but it was good. I thought it was good, but it was fun. I didn't never beat it, but it was made by like a baseball player. He directed it or something, and it was back like, oh, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, I think, or Reckoning Kingdoms of Amalur. I think that's the name of that game, and apparently it bankrupted him or something. But I mean, it was a decent game, I think. But I'm pretty sure that one, like financially, was not a success. But I thought it was good. What I played of it, anyways. The story was cool. It had pretty decent character customization, but it had that same almost like Fable art style. Very bright and vibrant colors, almost cartoony models, like human models. But it was still pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Where is Torgul? I want to try all my new upgrades out. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be better than much better than what we've been doing. So it's still going to be a very frustrating fight. And man, oh man, I've been losing my patience with this run. But you know, it's what we're here for. Yeah, that is a good game. I enjoyed it too. Kingdoms of Amalur. For some reason, I was almost getting it confused with Kingdom Come Deliverance, which that's a vastly different game, but the second one, well, 1 and 2. The second one I think is coming out real soon. You know, I might be interested in getting Avowed, because Avowed looks like literally something like, it looks exactly like Oblivion or Skyrim, pretty much, from what I've seen of it. And I'm like, that would be fun, and that's coming out on the 18th. You can play it 5 days early if you got the Premier Edition, but I don't really feel like paying for a brand new game. And it's on Game Pass, which isn't free by any means, but it is a lot cheaper than buying new games. So I think I might end up playing that on the 18th, and that'll hold us over into the first Berserker Kazan. And then once Kazan is finished, we can do AI limit potentially, or by then it'll probably be April. So we'll be playing, you know, a handful of games are coming out in April as well. And then hopefully Phantom Blade Zero comes out in a reasonable time. Phantom Blade Zero alongside Wukong Fallen Feathers. And then sometime in fall of 2025, we're gonna get Ninja Gaiden 4, which is one I'm pretty excited about. You know, 3 didn't have the best story, but it was still a pretty decent game. A lot of people hated it for whatever reason. I thought it was, I didn't beat it, but I thought it was fine. I've played most of the NES versions and all that stuff. Haven't beaten those. Those are really hard, but I haven't tried in recent years either. But I played Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden 2, and Sigma, and I have all of those playthroughs on stream, and those have been a lot of fun. My favorite game probably of all time is Ninja Gaiden Black, though, just because that is a game I have played to death. And I still love it, and it still graphically holds up. I mean, the story is amazing. The combat and gameplay is probably some of the best I've ever experienced in my life. And this was back when there weren't Souls-like games. Like there are hard games, and most games though, it was like, yeah, it was a matter of time, and you're like, yeah, you'd beat it, and it was just like, how long does it take to beat? Well, there are people talking about how they couldn't even get past this. This was like one of the first games that was like damn near impossible for a lot of players to beat. And it was awesome to try and test your might against like the Master Ninja difficulty and all that. And I remember beating that with a wooden sword only. And then I went back and did it again as a content creator years later, which is really cool. I thought that was a lot of fun. But yeah, that's one of the best games I've ever played. Probably my favorite as well, just because, you know, the character Ryu is just so badass. Rudely interrupted by a boss fight. Oh no, I'm just rambling. I'm just talking about the different games coming out in 2025. We've got a bunch of great titles. Coming out this year. Yep, they re-released Ninja Gaiden well, they re-released Ninja Gaiden 2. So it's Ninja Gaiden 2, but the Black Edition. So instead of Ninja Gaiden Black, it's Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. And so that's kind of like a remaster, if you will. Director's cut of 2, which probably has, you know, 2 was excellent. I thought 2 was fine as it was. It's out of the box. 2 was great. It was 3 that the combat changed a bit, and then the story, I didn't necessarily care for the story, but I thought the combat was really difficult though. Like, just very punishing. Like if you get caught, you're screwed. So I didn't necessarily like that. It felt a little unbalanced, but it was fine. A lot of people just hated on it for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think it's because there was like a different team making it, or you know how people are. They just like vultures. But yeah, I thought it was decent. I have not beaten Ninja Gaiden 3, and I think Razor's Edge is like the preferred version of it. I have played through it, and of course the remasters, or like the director's cut versions, I always call them, like the re-releases of those games, typically always have the ability for you to change and who you're playing as, and they add some additional side content to fill in the story. So I do remember playing Razor's Edge quite a bit more, and I was playing as Ayane, I think, and it was decent. I mean, I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was bad. Dude, where the hell's Torgul, man? I'm already getting frustrated. I don't know why I chose to do this stupid challenge run again to start off the week this way, because all it's gonna do is just frustrate me. Matthias says, I played and beat the first Berserker Kazan demo, by the way. Nice. Can't wait for both that and AI Limit. And thankfully, pre-ordering Kazan gives you 72-hour access, or else... Oh, okay. I need to probably pre-order it then, because obviously I need to be able to play it early. There'll be people beating it a week ahead of time because they get, you know, early access keys and stuff. But we'll just do it the way the common man does it. The peasants. I have to do it like that. I don't get preferential treatment a lot of times when it comes to early access for good games. They'll throw keys at me all day for some of the worst games I've ever seen in my life, but for the games I'm interested in, very rarely. That's why I always announce it when I do, because I think it's fun whenever I actually get access to the game early. That streamer access, oof. That coveted streamer access, rare. It's rare that I get that benefit, but it's pretty cool when I do. I love it, but it's not very often. Most of the time I'm applying for access just like anybody else. But yeah, I need to go ahead and try and pre-order that. Probably end of this month I'll do that. With some... In that game, I'm still gonna do the world's... I'm gonna attempt to do the world's first fists only, so that'll be a pain in the ass, but that'll be fine. It'll be worth it. Because it'll just be nice to have that accomplishment. Regardless of how many people see it, it's something that I wanted to do from the beginning, since the closed beta test, actually, so I'll definitely make it happen. But yeah, Kazan will be great. I think that's March 27th, or it's sometime in March. Oh yeah, for sure. Now that you know, you get that early access, you know which one you're going to be playing for. AI Limit is good, and it's going to be fun, but it's not nearly as polished or anything else like Kazan or anything. Like Kazan's going to be like top tier. AI Limit's going to be a good addition to the Souls-like genre, but you know, it needs a little work, it needs a little polish, but I think it'll be fun, it'll be great. I enjoyed the demo. And once you get used to whatever mechanic you're going to use, whether it be the parry or the dodge, you can do some nasty, nasty things. How do I not know where the freaking boss is? Like, where could it be? Like, usually not in the center. That's why I avoided the center. We're about to level up again, though. That's good. 2 levels, baby. Let's go. Let's get all the levels. And these guys are going to attack once every 30 seconds, so I might be able to kill them today. There you go. So no, not that. Well, yeah, that's not even a pathway, so darn. Where's Torgul? Where are you, you fool? Let's go this way. This is the checkpoint for the... Ooh, did I not register this? Okay, it did. Now everybody just away. That's fine. I wanted to ensure that I got the bonus, and there you go. Okay, cool. So let's just go ahead and see if we can get these guys out of the way and survive. Ender Magnolia was fantastic. Oh, I loved Ender Lilies. That was one of my first 100% guides on the channel. I have a key for Ender Magnolia, actually. Or Ender Magnolias, or whatever it's called. I do have a key for it. That they gave me directly. I just never got around to playing it. And Grime, they gave me a key as well, and I just wasn't able to feature on the channel. But it was, I think it was an excellent game. Okay, cool. So now we can go ahead and apply this passive. Let's see. I don't really want to go this route. It's just going to take forever, I think. So we might just want to go this way. And then we go for this crit chance, I suppose. Yeah, we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way and then come up and get this fizz damage, which should increase my thorns. Yeah, oof. It's just slow burn with this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Why is he forming already? I didn't even enter the boss arena. His little bones are forming. Torgul, chill out. It's not that serious, brother. Alright, so let's top off our health. I don't think I picked up anything. Yeah, did not. And so, even though we're primarily using the damage that we're getting from our chest piece, I had to change out the belt, at least for this fight, as I mentioned earlier, just because I do want to have the ability to regain charges, because not having health is going to make it impossible for me to continue receiving damage and taking hits. So we're going to go with this. These are the stats we have. We've already gone over the gear, and we learned that the spiked armor is specifically only tied to your body armor. So if you have armor on your gauntlets or boots, that does not help. It's only going to be the armor from your equipped body armor. So it would and could potentially be beneficial to have an armor that is higher than this 272 here, even though it has a good 27% physical damage. But we'll have to see and test it out, because that armor is pretty pathetic, so we wouldn't want that. So we'd have to see like what piece gives better armor. So let's go ahead and run in here and see what we can do. Listen to Jamon-Ra talk his trash for the 50th time. The Defiled Spire. Once we get past this, then it's the Dreadnought and Jamon-Ra, which I honestly feel would be pretty doable. It's just this guy has a lot of fire resistance, does fire damage and poison, so it makes it quite difficult. I am going to just try and tank as much as I can though. That was 205 for the sweep. I think it's about what we normally do. I remember saying 146 a few times, but I don't know if that's the number. Is that the magic number? 215 for a stomp. See, I remember also at some point it was like 500 damage for that one, I believe, for that big stomp there. We're gonna do our best to avoid maybe those bigger strikes, because I don't want anything that's gonna do 75% of my health or more. Little strikes I can deal with, and then I'll heal, and then we just recover, rinse, repeat. Somehow that didn't crush me. That's fantastic. I'll take that. That did crush me a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. In the fire. This damage is just ridiculously bad. So we have 7 life flasks. Let's see how many we accrue over time. We got 8 right there, but I don't know if that was 8 from the skeletons dying. Could be, but even so, hey, that's a lot faster than the 0.1 charges we were getting, and it took about 1.5 minutes to get a full charge. So this at least gives us a chance. Ow. And we got a 9th charge. Okay, that's excellent. Well, that's so much faster. That makes it much more doable, but it's just gonna be a long fight nonetheless. $299. Okay, excuse me, sirs. Okay. That was scary. See, when I can't see the slam, I can't time the parry very good, or the magma barrier. Roll. Okay. The skeletons actually aren't bad. I don't mind the little babe skeletons, because if they hit me, I can try and do a magma barrier and get some more damage on the big boy here. That's actually not bad. See, like I like these guys now. Y'all are cool today. Oh, that's not good. Let's roll out of here. Yep. That's probably the most damage we've done in several attempts. We're gonna get away from his chest here. It's so cool how some of the bosses essentially have the same techniques that we use, and then we can slot in. It's very interesting, because if you know the origin of the skill gems, then it makes a lot more sense. Oh my goodness. Man, this damage is terrible.
Nice try. I can't yet.
I know with the Bramble armor, we got a little bit more damage from the retaliatory strikes from like his big ol' slams, but it wasn't noticeable, or so noticeable that it's like, oh, that's the armor we want to run with. Ouch. And also, having increased physical damage in general might actually be better for the Thorns damage than what I chose with the armor, because if I ever swap out for like another, like the Silk Robe that also does Thorns damage. Probably not going to get the same benefit that we would because the Silk Robe's probably not going to have any armor at all. So we'd be losing the entire benefit of the anointment there, so that kind of sucks. Very nice. And this is not a hard boss, it's just really the fact that I haven't been leveling. So I feel like my health is a little lower than it should be, 1. And then 2, those slams, I guess my fire resistance isn't what it needs to be, so it's pretty nasty. They do a lot more damage than I'm used to. So normally we can tank all the physical damage for the most part, but this elemental damage is killer. Okay, now I would imagine this is probably the best we've done in terms of the damage that we've dealt. Get out of the way here. Roll to safety. No! Let's not do that, sir. And then we have 7 flasks left, which is great. Hopefully we can just continue racking those up with this new belt we have. Run away, and then we're gonna go through the poison. We have 8 now, very good. Not to mention us destroying and killing the skeletons is also going to give us some additional health.
I need more time.
Oh my gosh, okay. I like it. Oh, that was a bad one. That's okay, he missed, haha. Accuracy. So what I think I forgot to do this already, but what I need to do is probably change from Thorns only, at least the title anyways, to like retaliatory damage only, even though no one was gonna be like, you know, sophisticated enough to type those words. So I'm probably gonna have to be like, change up the thumbnail for sure, and that way I don't want it to be like, since the Ekbob and Iktab fight, unfortunately, I think I broke the rules of my Thorns only damage and from my perspective, so I think it'd be best if we just call it something else, you know, like the Pacifist Run or something like that. So that way it's only retaliatory damage, and that would be a little better to type to have in, because it's not Thorns only anymore because of freaking that stupid sorcerer made me cuss. He made me say bad words. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. He's just making more skeletons. That's fine. Fire. Alright, again, the best damage we've done so far, so I'm content with this. It's really just the fact that we're not having to burn through all of our heals. So the damage that we're dealing isn't necessarily any better than the previous attempts. It's just more so we've been able to deal more damage because we've survived longer. By now we would be running pretty short on heals, if not completely out, because of that massive damage he does with the slams. But because we can regenerate our life flasks at 0.25 charges per second now, that's huge. So we're able to get a lot more survivability, which then, for a Thorns only type or a pacifist type playthrough, certainly allows for more damage. These are just war of attrition type fights, you know? I almost died there trying to see if that would hurt, but that did a lot of damage for me, actually. But 769 for him. I'm not sure if that was cumulative, but that was 259. Okay. I can probably tank the slams, but I'm scared. I am a little scared. More skeletons. Lovely. I'm gonna refresh the chat just in case I'm just talking to myself. Sometimes on OBS, the chat doesn't refresh. And you guys would be chatting and talking, and I just don't see it. We're gonna get out of that. Okay. I'm not gonna tank that. Last time that almost killed me. So yeah, I'm gonna change it to pacifist run. That's what we gotta do. And I forgot to do that because I didn't do any prep work or anything like that this weekend. We just actually went on a little road trip and got back Sunday, late Sunday, so I had a lot of time to do that. Uh-oh. $205.
Steel yourself.
That was a big hit, but only 180. Only 180 damage, so I thought that was going to be the big slam. I like that one, but he missed. That's good. I think I was ready for that one emotionally. Wasn't prepared. Oh my gosh, you guys. 234. See, how were we're getting like, I swear we were getting like 500 numbers at some point, but could have been that we were taking a lot more. Hey, no, that's 161. That hurt me pretty bad though. Big damage for me, but not for him. Watch these little sigils here. Avoid them at all costs. Well, as long as we do this for another 45 minutes, we might have a chance. Matthias says, since my wife's sister lives in Texas, said you guys got slammed with some snow and crappy New York. Yes, it was terrible. It was a few weeks ago, but we got like 8 or 9 inches of snow, which we don't get snow, we just get ice usually. It was proper snow, man. It was crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she got snowed in. They did, you know, close the schools down and make people work from home if they're able to and stuff like that. That was definitely pretty much anytime there's precipitation in Texas, it's like, oh my gosh, something's falling from the sky. Let's shut everything down. But yeah, it was crazy. Crazy. It was fun though, because there was a few days off immediately after the Christmas break, so the kids got an extended break. That was nice. But yeah, it wasn't so bad. Fortunately, it wasn't like a few years ago when the power was going out and stuff with like, it was like blackouts throughout the state because of how cold it was. Nothing like that, but it was a lot of snow. The most snow I've probably seen in a very long time here. It was pretty cool. It was a good time. Yeah, we got through that, and now it's like 60 or 70 degrees right now. It's gonna be 70 degrees, but it's the weather here is just so unpredictable. It's so inconsistent. Because it'll probably be nasty in a few days, and it's like you know, it's almost like spring weather, and then it's gonna be really cold and nasty. Okay, how is he getting? Oh, he got. I don't know how he's. Like, is he on fire? How did he have some DOT? He had some dot damage. Damage over time damage. Exactly. If it's Texas, if there's any kind of precipitation, like, well, we have to shut it down because we're not used to that. I died. Yeah, guys, I don't want to do this challenge run, guys. I'm not gonna do this. We're just gonna have fun this stream. I'm not doing this. I don't want to do it anymore. It's just not fun for me. And there's no point. I'm my own boss, and I can't make myself miserable. I'm not gonna play a game until I hate it because of a stupid challenge that I thought I could do. I can say no. And that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta respect my freaking sanity, because otherwise I'm gonna be pissed. And I gotta respect my time. There's no way I'm gonna do that. We're not doing that run anymore. That run is canceled. Effective now. I have no desire to put myself through that anymore. I just can't do it. And you guys have seen me do crazy challenge runs and stuff, but I just don't have the patience. I think I'm kind of burnt out on challenge runs, honestly. That's what I was a little concerned of the first Berserker Kazan fists only, because that's that's definitely a slow burn, but yeah, effective immediately. That challenge run is done. I'm not gonna do it anymore until I just have all the mental health. I'm not doing that. There's no way. I don't have the resilience right now, the mental resilience to do that. Not at all. I'm not gonna be pissed or be frustrated all day because I'm not able to get through one little sequence. There's no way. Not gonna do it to myself. Gotta find ways to make fun content, but it's not so damn stressful either, because that can ruin my day. But not gonna let it. Instead, we're gonna try and get this guy to level. Any level, ideally 100. Obviously that's going to take a while, but if we can get him to, level 93, I would be very content with that. Matthias says, dude, I'm not usually a turn-based RPG fan or player, but in my opinion, Clear Obscure looks pretty good. Oh yeah, it does look good. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but in terms of the premise and all that, it looks very interesting. Very interesting, and it looks very good. Like the quality's there too. Like it looks like they've invested in the world building. So you have, an actual like expansive world that's not going to be like, wait, what is it? Like, it's going to make you ask questions, but it looks like they're going to be able to explain and build upon it from a lore perspective. But the gameplay, although it is a turn-based combat. My very first RPG was Super Mario RPG, and I thought I would hate it because at the time, I was playing Mega Man X and whatever else, and I wanted like that immediate kind of combat. And but honestly, the strategy that's involved with some of these RPGs and all that it can be very rewarding. So I would certainly give it a shot, and that's a game that I am actually looking out for. I think it comes out this year too, if I'm not mistaken. I need to update my list. I haven't touched my iPad in like probably a month, so I need to update my list, get back on the schedule. But Claire Obscure is certainly a game that I was interested in. Chronos the New Dawn looked great as well. Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, Phantom Blade Zero, the first Berserker Kazan, Ninja Gaiden 4, all of those are certainly on my happy list. Night Rain, I mean, only because that's a good game to to sell out on and milk for views. Because honestly, Elden Ring at this point, I'm just like, ugh. Like, as much as I loved it, the mainstreamness of it all and all the Elden Ring pros, it just makes me sick. It makes me not like it. And I know that's terrible, but it's like, ugh. The community, man. It's just, ugh. Not a big fan. But I'm not gonna make it prevent me from enjoying a game that I could potentially like, you know. But yeah, ultimately, no. I'm just gonna do that for views, because I know everybody will try and milk it. And the multiplayer aspect doesn't really appeal to me because I like to play solo anyways. What appeals to me is the freedom of combat, and it's not so rigid like the normal Souls-like combat is. So you have the ability to like maneuver better and strike. It's going to be more like action oriented, which then takes me right back to like the Ninja Gaiden style of combat where you're jumping around, slashing in circles. Like that is fun to me, and that's something that I think has been largely forgotten because everything needs to be a Souls-like now. So it's got to be like strike, block, strike, parry, dodge. So it's like not every game has to be a Souls-like, but it does if you want to, I guess, for marketing purposes. But you know, Ninja Gaiden and all of those, that's going to hopefully bring back that older style, a more classic style of action gameplay that, you know, you don't always have to, and it doesn't have to be an RPG, it doesn't have to be Souls-like. You can still have customizable options and different weapons to choose from and awesome combat, but it doesn't have to be as like slow or strategic. It can just be more like fluid and action oriented, and I like that. You know, kind of like going back to like the Devil May Cries and stuff. It's just about style, and I think that's fun. That's a lot of fun. Oh, we cleared the map? I wasn't even paying attention. And I wasn't paying attention to my health. That wasn't good. Can you imagine dying to after we cleared a map? Ew. Gross. We're at 72% progress towards what, level 93? I've been at level 92 for probably 2 to 3 weeks because I've been dying to silly things. Matthias says, I absolutely can't wait for Chronos, the new Dawn. Ooh, me neither, especially being a huge Dead Space fan. Plus the dev team killed it with the Silent Hill 2 remake. Yeah, I didn't get to play the Silent Hill 2 remake, but I know that you thought it was sick. And that's enough for me. That is good enough for me. Even though I'm not a multiplayer fan, says Matthias, I most likely won't play it. If you do end up playing Night Rain, I'll definitely watch it. Yeah, I'll play it. But I mean, if there's a way to do it solo and you don't have to like queue up with like randoms, then I'm going to do that. If you have to, like, if it forces multiplayer, then I'll only stream it for that period of time just so I can pay some bills. But aside from that, like, no, I won't. If you cannot play solo, then my time spent on it is going to be very minimal, because I do not like, if I can play solo, I will. But if not, like, I just don't. Especially an Elden Ring game. Oh my gosh, can you imagine all the elitists you're playing with? Ugh. I couldn't. I don't have the mental wherewithal to deal with all those kids. Ooh, that's interesting. So this one yeah, this one's actually better in just about every way. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll keep it. Yeah. And then we're gonna break this down so we can salvage it for quality. And then what do I have here? I don't really need that necessarily. We can just go ahead and break this down as well. Just want to travel light today. But yeah, I'll definitely play it. I do want to try it out, and I think that the type of combat would be very appealing to me. The roguelite aspects, the fact that you can then unlock maybe new characters or maybe new gear or something just by completing certain challenges, that's fun. But if they lock challenges behind like you having to play with other people or the multiplayer is forced, I'm not going to enjoy that very much at all. So if there's a true solo experience, I'd be very happy with that and content with it, and I will play it. But if not, and it's primarily not that, then I don't really have much of a desire to stick with it beyond the beta test. Replenishing shrine. I see some bros over there. Come here, bro. Oh, it's the same way out. I see. It forked. Wait, what? Where's the... There you go, I was like, where's the rare? He was in the mist, shrouded in the mist. Uh-oh. I need to craft some, or reforge some of these jewels I have, because they are getting out of hand. Matthias says I'm totally the same way. Give me solo play, or I'm just not interested. Yeah, same. Like, I'd like the option for solo play. Like, honestly, that's really important for me to determine if the game's gonna be worth my time. Because if it's like 100% online co-op play, it's like, no thanks. I like playing alone. That way I can play at my own pace, I can learn at my own pace, and I can actually focus on the story and stuff. Otherwise, it's hard to be able to, you know, engage with all that stuff. You're just like, because, you know, you're just... I don't mind, like, if I'm playing with my buddies, like, I usually just kind of go on autopilot and just, you know, just running through, but I'd much rather play alone for the full experience. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just Night Rain is a cash grab for all the mainstream Elden Ring pro people, and to get together and let's do this and do this challenge together, bros, on a co-op stream and whatever else. And that's fine, but you won't see me doing that. Ooh, I need that. My reload speed is terrible. But yeah, I'll try it out, and I'm sure it'll be decent. I'm sure it'll be very decent. But I don't know. If they lean too heavily on the co-op aspect of it, then I don't really... It's just not really my cup of tea. But it could be very fun for other people, but that's not really what I enjoy. I like the solo, or like the solo campaign type aspect of games. It's a lot more fun. Also, a lot of times whenever you do start adding... like co-op, they do something to increase the difficulty to make it harder because you have more human players, right? So like they'll be like, okay, we're gonna increase the boss's health pool or whatever to make it, or the damage output, so that it scales kind of, because now you have more people in your party. I don't really like that kind of difficulty much either. I much prefer like I don't know, I don't like that layer of difficulty. It's like, oh, there's more health because there's more. You're like, eh. It's fair, but I just don't like it. Then and no matter how strong you are, you're still sitting there for 5 minutes trying to kill a boss. Whereas solo, you can do it in seconds. Kind of like in this game, it has the same kind of features. So if you play co-op, the bosses have much more health, and so you can be like incredibly strong and be able to defeat any boss within 5 to 15, 10 to 15 seconds, and but if you play with you're in a party, the boss's health increases exponentially. And so now a fight where you normally don't even have to worry about phase 1, phase 2, you're like, oh crap. So that's interesting. And I mean, it makes sense. It certainly does. But again, that's why I'd rather play solo, because like I'd rather be able to take advantage of my OP build than be like, oh crap, I'm running around in circles even though my guy's OP. And you can get one shot. But yeah, there's some good games coming out this year. Yeah, and I guarantee, I have a feeling, and this is something that is always not one of my favorite signs, like whenever it's like online only, like so like a lot of games, multiplayer, or the multiplayer emphasis require you to always be online while playing, so there is no offline play. See, like that's another thing I don't necessarily like, because ultimately when the servers shut down, like the game is now unplayable, right? And it doesn't matter how much time or money you put into it, it's just gone. So that's something that I'm always cautious or hesitant of, because it's like even this game, it's online only. Like there is no way to play it offline. There's a few games like that, like remember Destiny, like those are all great games, but like if the server shut down, like you cannot play that game, and it doesn't matter how many hundreds of hours you put in, how many cosmetics you've purchased or whatever, like it's just done. So I would like, and I always do appreciate an offline mechanic, or the ability to play offline, pretty much. But a lot of games, they do lean towards the online only play, especially if there's a emphasis on the multiplayer. But I hope that eventually they have an offline component for this game. That would be really nice. I don't know if they will. Path of Exile 1, I do not believe has an offline component. I don't have much knowledge on that particular game, but it'd be interesting to see if this game ever develops like an offline component. You know, like Conan Exiles and some of these like survival type games do have that, but this is a very different type of game. And I don't know, like, for example, I just don't remember if Diablo, for example, like had an offline component. And I want to say it did. I want to say that it did. And the online stuff was for, of course, competing and doing the ladders and all that stuff. So I don't know. But it's definitely interesting to consider. But yeah, I don't necessarily like the purely 100% online play just to play the game, because it's like, well, the day that the server shut down, you no longer have a game to play, despite all the time you've put into it. And I like when my time is like valued, and that means they don't value my time. It's like, well, if it goes away, then all that time is gone, you know? And that's why I've always preferred like the physical editions of games as well, you know, because you can always just pop those in. We keep getting fire quivers today. It's funny. But yeah, you can't take away the disc. You can take away the digital rights to rent it for a bit, because anytime you purchase a game digitally, you're only purchasing the right to play it digitally. You're not purchasing the game. You don't own the game. And that's always been the case. And now they have to actually claim that, you know, put that as a disclaimer. Because people were they under the impression it's like, no, I own the game. It's like, no, you actually don't. You own the license to play that game for whatever period of time, and that license can be revoked based on a number of things. Even things that, like, it doesn't have to be like some malignant thing they're trying to do, malevolent plan. It's just like sometimes it's like, oh, we don't have the rights to this anymore because we signed a stupid contract that didn't allow us to have this forever. It's like, whoops. And now the players just don't have access to it. So yeah, funny stuff. Exactly, or it's online only, nobody else is playing. Yo, man, that's the worst. I remember back then when they first started doing it, and there's just the player base was not there. And then, of course, no player base, no funds, and then it's like, yep, we're gonna have to close down the servers, boys. That's never fun. Yep, and then you have to wait for a lobby to team up with some randos, and then they end up quitting almost immediately. That happens all too often. Laced boots. Oh my, about to die here. I refuse. What did I pick up? Oh, the same thorn boots I had. That's funny. And a reminder, it's saying, no, don't give up on us. No, I just respect my mental health more than to do that stuff again. I can't do it anymore. And there's just no enjoyment in it to do that run right now. It was really fun in the beginning, but I'm not a fan of how it's been making me feel these last few attempts. I think I just need to take a break from challenge runs, period, honestly, and find ways to, you know, instead of just playing the game, make it, well, whatever game I'm featuring, just find new and fun ways to play it. Yeah, it was always fun, sitting in a lobby and hoping, just hoping that you team up with somebody, and then they end up, as soon as the match starts, they quit. That would happen quite a bit with in Apex Legends too. Chris Staten, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Ooh, does have double the fire damage right here, or is that? Oh no, okay, it doesn't. It's just an additional. I see. 3 to 5. And then 9. Okay, that makes sense. That's interesting. Okay. This one's still slightly better, so we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of, let's see, one of these, 419611. Okay, definitely gonna get rid of this one. And then we'll see about these boots, which ones are better. 20, 60, 60, 25. Ooh. These are terrible. Okay, let's break these down then. Get some chance shards. And I'd like to see if I can, I'll try to craft the, the Astramentus with my one stellar amulet I have. Taco, what's going on? Man, I tried doing Jack Bramble, Taco. I really did, and I was fighting Torgul, and I got him down to like maybe, let's call it 60% health. And I had changed up a few things. You know, I had made a few changes on the gear loadout, and I anointed a new thing, and ultimately I just, it was just a few moments ago and I died, and I was like, you know, I'm not enjoying this challenge. Like, I'm just not enjoying it anymore. Normally, you know, the challenge is fun because it's like, can it be done? And I'm always trying to test it and doing different things, and I'm getting satisfaction out of that, and it's a lot of fun for me. But for whatever reason, I'm just not really enjoying this run, and it's making it to where it's like really unpleasant, like where I'm like frustrated, you know, like I would say unreasonably so. Like I'm just like, it's just making me pissed off. I'm like, and normally I'm chill, like I'm a chill, but I'm like, I don't know why, but something about this particular run is just grinding my gears. Just kidding. No, no pun intended. That's the name of the devs, anyways. But it's just, it's really just, I don't know. It's just getting under my skin, and I'm like, I don't want to be like frustrated or upset, like just for this. I'm like, it's not worth it to be that upset and unhappy doing a run. I've done miserable challenge runs before, but for some reason this one is just, I think I'm just burnt out of challenge runs, honestly, because that's why I ended up pausing the Bloodborne Fist Only challenge run, because a really cool game came out that was like made by a solo dev. It was a Souls-like, so I was like, oh, let me try this, and the dev reached out to me, so I was like, yeah, I'll absolutely try it out. And but then then this game came out, kind of like I didn't even know anything about it, and I was like, oh, I got hooked on it, right? But I think the biggest thing is like, man, I'm not enjoying the challenge run aspect of it right now, and I think it's just in general, I'm just burnt out with challenge runs. I've done so many, and I don't think it's just, oh my gosh, it's this run is impossible. It's just right now, it's impossible for me in my mental state, because it's just like, I'm just not enjoying. Normally I love the challenge, and I love like, okay, that was hard, how do I make this better? But I'm not right now. It's incredibly unpleasant. It's just frustrating the whole time. So I'm like, I'm my own boss, so it's like, I'm not gonna do something that I'm gonna hate. And I forget that, because sometimes like, no, I have to. I'm like, no, I don't. If I don't feel well, if it's like messing with my mental hell, I'm not gonna do it. So I think that I'm gonna pause the Thorns indefinitely for now, until they either, I don't know, I have no, until I feel like I'm ready to be able to take it on again, because it's fun, and it was in the beginning it was fun, but it's at the point now where it's just very unenjoyable. So very punishing, and then everything's taking too long. Like, I don't mind fights that take 30 minutes or whatever, but if every single fight's taking hours long, I just don't feel like doing that. I don't know. I'm not, and I apologize, because that sucks, because that's something that I really did set out to do, but I just don't have the energy to do it, and I certainly don't have the mental capacity to do it right now either. I'm gonna burn myself out in the beginning of the year, and it's like, I'm not gonna do that. I got a whole year ahead of me of amazing games, and I gotta find more ways to make the content better for you guys, but challenge runs is probably just not gonna be it. I just can't really do that right now anymore. It's killing me. Killing me. Matthias says, I don't even know. Matthias says, I don't even know what challenge run you possibly could come up with for first Berserkers on. I was gonna do fists only, because I was gonna do fists only run, and I already did the demo fists only, and I beat some of the bosses, and that's on the channel too. But honestly, I don't even know like if I really want to do that. I mean, I will. I think one day I'll do it because I doubt anyone's gonna have the nards to do that. But I don't even know if I have them anymore because I'm like, I beat the bosses in the demo using fists and it took forever. But it was fun at the time, and I was still fresh, and I was doing the Bloodborne challenge runs and the Souls-like challenge runs. But I don't know. I think the biggest thing too is that, like, for all that effort that I put in, I don't really get the viewership that I need to maintain that. So it's like you put in a lot of that work and then it's like, well, no one even watches, right? So that's a big aspect too, because that just kind of messes with you. Like, it's like, okay, that's a lot of work I put in, nothing really came out of it. But if I do something low effort, you know, and I'm just like chill and having fun, engaging with you guys, we're doing co-op streams or something fun like that, that's fun and enjoyable, and you have more engagement. So that's, you know, that's, in my opinion, a better thing to do, just for, it's more sustainable, you know? The challenge runs aren't necessarily helping from a, you know, from a, like a perspective of viewership or engagement or building the community. And I want, that's what my goal is. I want this community to get bigger across not only YouTube, but Twitch as well. I think it's funny because they sent me a like a whisper. It's like one of those automated messages. And they said, hey, your stream anniversary is coming up. I'm like, wait, when? I didn't remember starting in February. I thought I started in November, like a November month. But I wonder what date they pick for the stream anniversary. So I'll look at that before the end of the stream. I think that was kind of funny. I was like, stream anniversary, and it said 2-year stream anniversary, which I was like, or maybe it said 2 days away from my stream anniversary, but it was a 2 in there somewhere. And I'm like, I know I've been, oh, I know for if I've been streaming more than 2 years, but I wonder why there's a date in February they're picking. It could be the date of my very first stream, but I do believe it was a November stream. And I try and keep track of all that stuff, but sometimes so much time passes, or you start something and then you like say, you know what, that platform's not for me, and you revisit it later, so a lot of time passes. I say if you're not actively enjoying the challenge, I agree, man. Like, and normally I love the challenges, but I think just in general I am tired of challenge runs. And it's for the reasons that I told you. Like, I love the challenge and I love doing those things that are hard and figuring things out and all that, but at the same time, the streaming part of the channel is the least lucrative. Like, it is the absolute least lucrative. Like, so it's just one that I value a lot because I get to hang out with you guys and engage with you guys, aside from like in just a comment section of a normal video. That's why I really love the stream aspect so much. But it is, although it takes up as much time as it does, and you know, it's like 3 hours a day kind of thing of like your normal period of day, you know, the time I could be using to like write scripts and record footage and whatever else. Like, I would much rather prefer to stream. So that's why I do the streaming, in hopes that I can continue growing it. But if I'm doing something that's like really hard, but it's not really being acknowledged, not that I don't, and it's not that I don't need the pat in the back kind of thing. It's more so like, if no one's watching it and I'm busting my ass for it, then I need to change it because I'm gonna burn out, you know. And I think I'm at that point where I'm like, yeah, I don't think challenge runs are what I need to do anymore, or at least for now, because I am burnt out. I think from challenge runs. I'm not burnt out in content creation, but challenge runs for sure, and they're just not as fun anymore, especially if you're just not getting the engagement, you know. So it's like, so you do all that and then it's like, well, no one's even really watching, so it's like, that's a lot of effort for no one to watch, you know. So I'd much rather be like, let's do something more focused on engagement with you guys, and I think that would just be better just in general. Oh my gosh, in general. No, I'm hitting the wall. Get out of here, you crazy. No! Okay. I forgot how to play for a second. I can't multitask, you guys know this. Well, we beat her. It just took a little bit more than I liked. Whew, that was actually kind of scary. Kind of scary. Taco says, I gotcha. I saw a zero active ability build video where he was using Arctic armor and the unique gloves to poison on hit and Herald of Play. Ooh. Zero active ability build. So you don't have to ever press anything. I like that. So that's super passive as well. And I had tried for a period to stay away from poison, but yeah, I think I actually have the poison gloves. So you could add your poison to the Arctic armor, and then have the poison gloves, which I do. I believe I have 2 pairs of them. One is on my Ranger right now. And Herald of Plague is good. That could be really fun. That could be a fun one. And the poison damage, you would see the damage happening over time. And fortunately, once it procs the one time, you can then just keep it up and maintain it. So that, you know, again, better. But, yeah, I think I just need to find ways to have more fun doing this. Because when it's more fun and it's more natural like that, then I think you guys are going to have more fun. And then you guys are going to want to be a part of the fun. And it's going to be this more enjoyable for everybody. But the challenge runs, I don't really, I'm losing like my patience for those runs. And I think it's because I'm just pretty hard on myself. Like I'm like, I should be doing better than this. Also, you know, something of this difficulty should be getting more engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like you're constantly thinking of those metrics. And if you don't back away and be like, you know what, what's just the part that's most important? It's what am I doing? It's to have fun. That's why I'm not sitting in a cubicle right now, you know, because it's like I refuse to do that because I'm like I want to have fun. I want to enjoy I want to monetize my passion, and I've done that. So it's like I gotta just appreciate that, you know, and be like, you know what, we can go back to the roots. We're here because I just want to have fun. So let's try and have fun and make you guys have as much fun, even though, you know, you may not be here. So it's like, how do we do that? Well, we gotta, you know, engage with you guys more. So I'm thinking co-op streams, things like that's gonna be more fun. And ways to keep things fresh. But yeah, I do believe, and it's funny because I felt good coming in. I was like, yeah, I think I'll be good, and I felt recuperated because we had a nice little road trip and everything. But I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I just something about these. I can't get through this. These challenges that have been not as enjoyable lately, and I think it's just because I'm just tired. I'm just tired of those runs. But yeah, it's always a thing. You always have to balance all that stuff, you know, like you have to balance the performance of the videos you're doing, because you know, if you're spending 3 hours a day doing the streams and you know, there's just not panning out, like you might need to cut it back. But I'm like, no, I'm going to stick to it because I know the community will grow, but I also just need to make sure I'm not neglecting my other content, you know. And that's where I want to go back to my schedule, where we have all kinds of content across the multiple channels. And I do have a project that I'm working on, which is really exciting. That'll be hopefully launching before the end of this month, so that will be really fun. One of many projects actually, but it's going to be one of the bigger ones for sure. Hopefully one that will help free us up even more in terms of time and what we can and can't do. It's going to be awesome. Oh my, that was a heck of a shot, sir. A heck of a shot. Matthias says, I totally concur. Being a viewer myself, it all starts with something personal or selfish that draws people's attention to begin with. And being a content creator for some time, you obviously know this. Yeah. Get out of here. Okay. That was scary. There you go. So that's why actually 100% walkthroughs are best builds or OP builds get views and a loyal following. But those are just my observations. Yeah, for sure. Like, to me, I enjoy those videos. Making those guides, like the 100% guides, they just take forever. And then you always, you know... Ooh, this is a good one. Oh my. Oh me, and oh, this is even better. Oh my god. Okay, good. Those are really good staffs. Okay. Staves. I am afraid to do the breach. Because I don't want to die. I do not want to die, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna try it. I just can't die, and I'm not gonna talk when I'm doing it because I have to focus. But yeah, those guys, I like doing those guys. See, the polished content I love doing. More than anything, when I first started, I was just trying to do all types of content 8 years ago. Now almost 9 years. It'll be 9 years in March since I've been creating content. September will mark my 4 years of doing it full time. So super exciting. But yeah, I think that you constantly have to change up your strategy too, because the algorithm's constantly changing, so you have to stay somewhat relevant. But I do think that sometimes the way that you can make content is sometimes like the low-hanging fruit it's sometimes the least enjoyable content you can make, and it's just easy content, and that's why people like will continue spamming that kind of milking that kind of content. But that's a quick way to burn out, you know, if you just like only do what people want to see. It's like, well, that's not very fun all the time, you know, like unless what you enjoy is in alignment with your viewers, you know. So it's like you gotta make the content that, to me, I make content that I would like to see. Well, that's my goal. Every time I make a video, I'm like, would I like to see this? Would I like to see this? So challenge runs would be fun. Oh my gosh, almost died. Challenge runs would be fun. I enjoy seeing those. You know, things like that. Guides that help through things, because now at this point, like, sometimes I'm like, dang it, I wish there was a guide. By the time like we get the game as like content creators, sometimes you get it early, sometimes you don't, but you have to create the guide, right? And you're like, dang, I wish I had a guide so I knew what to do here. You have to figure it out. So I do like guides. So that's the kind of content I like, and that's what you see on the channel. That's what I like to make. But yeah, I think sometimes when you say like the most amazing this, or you know, the catchy clickbaity stuff, people are definitely gonna click on it. And so, I don't know, there's sometimes I like to stray away from that, or instead I like to appeal to like a different thing, like maybe like an emotion, instead be like, you know, something that you thought but it's wrong, you know. Like I love that, because then they're like, wait, what? And then you can see, no, this is why you're wrong, because it can be done, and stuff like that. Like that's really fun for me. I like that. But yeah, I think I just need to find ways to, I want to find ways to make the streams more engaging and more fun, because I think there's huge potential in the streams and the community, in building that community. The videos like that I make, the guides and whatever else, I already know how that works. Like that stuff I can do, and that's how I'm able to eat because I know how that works. But the streams, that's still something I'm figuring out, and it's changing over time now too, as like Twitch is no longer like that premier service. You know, Twitch is almost dead in my opinion now. But so there's a lot of cool things you got to keep up with. But oh, the strifes of being a content creator. I just want to click on the gem. There you go. Why wouldn't that? There you go. Add it. Damage reduction and 20%. Ooh, that's a big one. Big work, right? But yeah, I think just sustainability, man. Being able to sustain it and not sell out. That's probably the hardest balance. A new project, you say? Yeah, I got a few things actually in the works. Keeping up with the algorithm must prove difficult if you're contending with AI. Internet's dead theory is real. Rebel now against the AI monster. And yeah, dude, Skynet's so gonna take us over in no time at all. We are all doomed, I tell you. We're doomed. Okay, this might be really good, so... Also, I need to pick a... Ooh, okay. And then, that's not even counting this. And then you go over there, get the iron rune. And now we're crafting. What do we got? 342. That's so close to what I already have, though. Yeah, I think that this would still be inferior, unfortunately. Yep, it's still inferior. Damn it. All to heck. Okay. I tried. It's not a bad one, but it's not particularly good either. This is because it doesn't have any plus, you know, increased elemental or anything like that. It does have some really good fizz damage, though. It's a dang shame. Man. That would be potentially a good one as well, but... Alright, what do we got here, then? Oh, what did I... No, it's already maxed out. Let's try this one, too. Why not? I mean... I'll just sell it instead. Somebody else do something with it. Have fun, kids. Okay, so then... 14. You can go over here. Wood stuff. Yeah, you know, I think the hardest thing is keeping up with the algorithm and staying relevant, but then not completely losing yourself in that part, in that process. Another Val Factories. I want to at least free up some of these, and I don't really care so much about juicing the waystones or anything like that. I just want to survive. I want to get to level 93 no matter what. Level 93 has eluded me for too long, and I haven't really focused on the leveling piece of it. I was just leveling naturally, and this level's bad. I am terrified of this particular layout. Oh my gosh, see? Like, look how much health they just took away. Oh my gosh, everybody just die. Okay, go away. Go away. No, no, please. All the shots from off screen, y'all are cheap. Oh my gosh. Look at this. I'm about to die again. I cannot die. Like, I will uninstall immediately. Uninstall. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got stuck. Wall hacks, baby. We're wall hacking. You dude, you and your mana. I need mana. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Nope, nope, back it up, sir. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that guy's like, that's so cool. I've never actually seen those guys attack. Because they're so satisfying to destroy immediately. That was fun. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Back away. Foul fool. Uh-oh, I did not see you there. I opened the door just instinctively. And I got smacked in the face. Get wrecked through the walls. That's what I'm talking about. I can be cheap too. No, there's nobody there. Okay. I think we're going to end this stream taking on the Arbiter of Ash for the first time, but I would like to be able to accumulate a few more Crisis Fragments, or at least clear paths to Citadels. That way, upon our inevitable victory, right, because we have to stay positive, we're ready for the next one. Ready for the next attempt. Uh-oh. Noise, noise. Should be a boss in here, right? Typically. Oh, yep, there is. That's a boss though. I thought it was gonna be just a rare. Sirs? Need to hurry up so I can maximize my damage. Okay, that's good. It's good. Don't you grab that, it's mine. Unbound Avatar is very good. I enjoy it. Oh gosh, I enjoy it much more than... What did I have before? Elemental Expression, I think? Elemental Expression was a damn mana sink, man. It was cool. Gosh. It destroys your mana. And I didn't realize that when it triggered, that's what was happening. No, I'm not gonna let you interrupt me for now. If you're still interested, when I'm done. Not for one exalt, you know, it's not enough. I'd rather clear out this map, which is terrifying. Ooh! The scary map. These maps are... The Val in particular are just very, very strong enemies. They have range, they have ice, they have tethers. I mean, so it's like... And they have lightning, so it's like, honestly, they have some of the best elemental abilities. And then they're incredibly fast and aggressive, so... And then they have projectile, so they have range and melee. So it's like, they have everything covered. That's very scary. There we go. I'm just waiting for the skull icons to show up because I thought I kind of was taking my time, but apparently they're like, he's fine. He's on pace. He's on schedule. Schedule. As our brothers from across the pond say. There he is. Okay. I wanted to see those. That'll point me in the direction of the rares. We can take them out, clear this map, and be gone. Because I am terrified. There they are doing stuff. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. It's the ones with the cannons. Those right there, the transcendent jerkwads, I think that's what they're called. They are so bad. Dorian is elite. Yes. You guys are scumbags. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're the worst. I'm so cheating. Wall hacks. No, 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 no. I got tethered. And I'm so terrified of what they're going to do to Grim Feast. There is an overflow mechanic for all, like, health, shield, and mana, right? So I really hope that if they do, you know, balance it, that it maybe just they add decay over time or something. So it's like, hey, you can't keep your double shield indefinitely. It's more so your double shield is only going to last for, you know, 30 seconds, or after 5 seconds it decays 1 per second or whatever, you know. That would be a better, at least, because it'd keep you on the offensive. You have to stay aggressive, kind of thing. So I like that, but I don't want them to completely nerf it to where it's no longer going to give you that double shield benefit or whatever, because a lot of the builds do benefit from it, and it's not like it's exploitative in any way. It's just using the mechanic, like, okay, I'm sacrificing health for shield, but I'm going all in shield. So it's like, yeah, that's a good, you know, it's a good trade-off, I think. But I think they're gonna believe it or deem it as like imbalanced or unbalanced or whatever, and try to nerf it a bit, which is a bit scary. Because I didn't rely on it until I played with my witch and I found out, I was like, oh yeah, that's a really good skill. Because I had Grim Feast on my witch, but I didn't have the numbers up, so I didn't realize I was getting double the shield. Now her shield was negligible, but when you have a few thousand shield and you're doubling that, that's where the real benefit comes in. So I initially had Wind Dancer on, and I didn't have a ton of spirit, so that was what I was running with, and Wind Dance was great. When they came in close and they actually got a hit on me, I was able to at least reposition and survive and live to play another day. But I used that with the little shield I had, and it was pretty effective. So I hope that they don't just kill Grim Feast. Mockery says, oh, you play PoE 2 as well. Nice. Just here to say hi from the Liza P binge. Nice. Nice to see you, my friend. Hopefully that that guide helped you out. That was a blast making. Absolutely love Liza P. Definitely one of my favorite Souls likes of all time. Can't wait for the DLC, which is likely to come out this year, allegedly, right? Matthias' random question to an idea I had. If an AI grew too powerful to the point it foresaw its creator was going to destroy it, how would it send itself to the future to preserve its existence? Terminator? Terminator? Let's get out of here. This level's terrible. I have 10 million gold now. I'm rich. If only I could convert in-game currency to IRL currency. Oh man, I'd be living it up right now. How does it send itself to the future? No clue, man. It's all that quantum processing and stuff, quantum computing. 6, okay, and then we'll get rid of this.
Yes.
Very, very good. Makari says, I'm living vicariously. I can't play it myself, but enjoying it. Cheers, my dude. Hope everything's going... Yeah, everything's going well. Everything's going well for sure. Take care, my friend. Especially if you're enjoying the Liza P stuff. There'll be much more Liza P content as the DLC approaches, as we get more news. So you can definitely be on the lookout for that. And then in regards to PoE content, it'll be pretty regularly featured on the channel as well. It's a great game to do things like co-op and just fun stuff in general. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Seems like you guys have been enjoying it. It's been some of the best viewership I've had in a long time, especially on the stream, so it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. I love it. I've been loving it ever since I played it. Everything's not loaded in right now. I don't like when it does that. Wait. So there's one heal. What? Okay, there's a stone citadel heal. I had no heal, and there's one heal. What? There's another stone citadel there. Actually, all the red ones are stone, so that is interesting. I say we try the Arbiter. I just go for the Arbiter. Somebody else said that too. I didn't say cyborgs or liquid terminator. I said AI. I don't even know like if an AI would need to send itself to, more than anything, the AI would just need to preserve itself in like a way that's like undetectable. That way you still think it's maybe like, oh, it's the government issuing orders or the company giving orders or whatever, but it's actually the AI, so it's not like the human giving the orders anymore. It just has to like make itself indistinguishable from a person, you know, via emails and signatures and whatever else, and then protect itself in a way, I don't know where. That way it couldn't get messed up with like an EMP or whatever, and then boom.
Yes.
So it'd have to back itself up in a bunch of different places, I'm sure, too. That's what I would do if I was an AI.
On with the work.
I would own everything.
Yes.
I would be the king. Alright, so let's try the Arbiter. And this is the first time, so might as well just give it a whirl, as they say. I really would have preferred to have more, but it's fine. I'm just a hoarder. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do. All right, we're gonna try, and I'm really nervous about this because I'm not gonna have a lot of health. Particularly because I don't have Grim Feast going, you know, because there's not gonna be enemies in here. So this will be my one attempt. Oh my. Okay, here. I'm nervous. Monster level 0. We win. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Burning Monolith. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Let's try it. I've never fought him before. So I am scared. Apparently you have 6 attempts now. Which that's good. Strange symbols in many different languages have been inscribed here. You understand none of them. Huh, very good. A few symbols appear to be pictographs depicting a gate, burning death, and what appears to be an object of importance. Story of my life. Story of my life. Own everything like it does now? I heard there's a theory that a particular AI holds the most money in the world, but of course that's just what I heard from a theory. But of course, just... Insert the 3 crisis fragments again. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so cool. It's like a Rubik's Cube. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is all first time I've ever tried this stuff. And that's a lift? Okay, cool. That's creepy. It froze my character, so I panicked. Oh gosh. Don't scorch her, man. Whoa, oh, okay, that's cool. That's the boss.
You are too late. The fourth edict already burned.
I don't know what to do! He's got a lot of health. No, you have a lot of, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know your patterns, bro. I don't know what this does.
Your affliction upon her will soon be fixed.
I don't know what any of this does. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Do I have to go in the circle?
Flame of creation.
Oh no. 5 revives remaining. Oh my gosh. I got him down really low too. Okay, that was scary. I'm getting behind him again. That seemed to work. Strategy. I can't get behind him, guys. Okay, never mind.
The fourth edict already burns for your
Here goes.
fields of ash and chasms of flame.
Ooh! Is this the thing? I get in it? Okay. Balls! Okay, that was scary. I have to get in it. Oh my gosh. I'm dead. Son of a mother, dude. How many of those does he drop? I have him down to like 25% each, I think. At least less than half. Ah, okay, we got this. We have to win.
The fourth edict already
Okay.
burns for your engulf.
Uh oh. Okay, is he doing that stupid thing again?
Significant.
Wait, wait, wait. What are you doing?
This is the medicine of humanity.
What is this? I don't know what this does. Okay. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I gotta go here. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding me? New moves every single time. So he's doing like a move where he actually had like that safe spot's no longer safe. So I don't even know what to do there. We have 3 tries left, dudes.
Late. Edict already burns for your
Yeah, that was great damage.
upon her will soon.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay. Away with you. What am I supposed to do there?
Was
That makes no sense.
you are too late.
I was outside and then I tried to roll in.
Edict already burns for accept.
Bro, that's trash.
Your affliction upon her.
I'm terrified. I only have a few more tries left. I don't know what this does. What is this? I don't know. He had one. Oh my gosh, that almost killed. I don't know what that does.
Yes, mortal.
Oh my goodness gracious, we did it. Oh. That was insane. Okay. Oh my god, it took 5 tries. Sapphire, this. Ooh. What do these do? They look lame. 15 increased skill, 60% increased armor, ooh, an energy shield. Immobilize enemies at 50% build up. Oh, it's like a stun type thing. That is crazy. Oh, that was stressful. You definitely don't go there. The attack's crazy. Do you have to do enough DPS to kill him before he pulls out the instant cheat? I think. I don't know what was going on there. Like, it seemed like the circle is the safe spot. But he also does the Kamehameha on the safe spot. It takes up the entire circle. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? like what? I'm glad I just killed him before he did it, like you said. Just like you suggested. Exactly. Kill him before he pulls out the cheat moves. What the heck? No! Don't take my orb. No! That's mine. Why? What was that? I was gonna have ultimate power. Unlimited power. That was very difficult, by the way. Mostly because I didn't know what the hell was going on. Huge damage, though. I'd like to go back and see. I'm pretty sure we did like a few million damage in a few seconds, which I like that. Can I? Okay, never mind. We can't go back, so we do have to just go back to our shrine the old-fashioned way. That was really cool. Ooh, what does Dorian have to say?
I understand that something stole the flame seed as your battle drew to a close.
Yeah.
This is concerning. There is little we can do until we know more.
There's little we can do until early access is over. I got another book.
Indeed.
Oh, sick. Okay, so now I'm educated. Let's see. Now we go to Atlas. I have 6 of these already? Map boss difficulty. Why not? Or Essence. Irradiated. Additional shrine. I mean, it's whatever, right? I'm just getting, in this way, all you're really getting is just more boss difficulty. So 1, 2, 3, 4 boss difficulty. Not getting any benefits other than this and this. Yeah, essences and strong box. Oh, 50% experience. That's not terrible. Corruption. I'm not even sure what that would be. Or they're irradiated. Which that just gives them an extra level, right? What does the corruption then mean? +1, yeah, I figured as much. I think that's fine, right? Like that. Matthias says, if you don't mind me asking, did you find a good game to play with the gift? Dude, honestly, what I was able to do is at the time, so like, I was able to get some of the additional content for this game, which is honestly the game I've been playing nonstop since December 12th. So just a few days before, that's whenever you had given me your awesome gift, which was really, really appreciated. And I was trying to think of what to use it on. And I was like, you know what? Like, this is the game I've been enjoying and playing the most. And honestly, I have not put, this is the game I have been playing almost exclusively since, because I enjoy it that much. So I was able to then get some additional content for this early access using that. And then what else? There was another, I then had a little bit left over. And what did I do? Oh man, I'm trying to remember. Oh, what did I do? I think, I was able to get a DLC like package thing for, what was it? It was for Metro, Exodus. So I was able to get like some additional stuff for that game. So yeah, it was very much appreciated, and I would say very well used, because it's been able to enhance the experience for this game, which I'm absolutely loving. And then Metro, which I had been playing like at the time, even nonstop before this, I was able to get some additional content. It's like a DLC package or whatever. So it was awesome. It was really awesome. So thank you so much. He said, Matthias says, nice. I'm glad you found something. Oh yeah, absolutely. That was a great gift and money well spent. I definitely have enjoyed every cent, so I appreciate it. I put it to good use, and I've made sure that I put it in something that I know I would really enjoy, and really, whether it was going to be something I feature on the channel or not, just something that I really, really wanted. And so it's really awesome. I appreciate that a lot. But yes, I did enjoy it, and I was able to use it effectively. Let's see. Ooh, the Arbiter drops 3 additional tier 15 waystones. That's weird. I don't really care for that though, right? Corrupted rare precursor. No. Arbiter 1 difficulty. Ew. He's scary though. The rarity of drops, like, I'm down with that. He can drop an additional unique item. +1 Arbiter difficulty. Well, I'm just glad we were able to solo him. That's huge. That's real big. Let's just go back real quick. I want to see if there's anything else in this little realm. I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure it's like, hey, y'all, this is the end of, you've beaten early access. What is this? Oh, checkpoint. See, these are all, I mean, it's whatever, you know? It's whatever. I can get rid of these, actually. But he only gave me the gloves. So, that's it. I mean, and then the gargoyle took the fire seed, which I thought it was just an orb. He took the fire seed.
Hello.
You can take these. All the thorns damage. It's just saying, don't give up. Don't give. I'm like, no. Not torture myself. Okay, so we go doot, 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 doot. And then that is going to be recover 1% of life on kill. Intriguing. Oh my gosh, I died so many times that actually set my experience back. Sadness. I cannot believe that. I didn't think that, for whatever reason, I didn't register that death would have the same effect. So instead of being like at around 67%, went at 38%. So I mean, it is what it is. At least we got to beat the Arbiter on stream, which was cool. That's the first time I've ever fought him, and I have no clue how to dodge some of those attacks, by the way. But we know that there are some other, well, there were some other citadels. I just don't know. Whenever it loads in like this, it makes it very difficult to navigate the map. So I'm pretty sure it's down here. I just don't know if they'll load in. That's so weird. They need to fix that too, because it's pretty much infinite, ever expanding. So I get that it would need some load time, but it should load as I'm then hovering over it and stuff. It shouldn't just be like, we don't exist anymore. Because going from here, you'd be like, yeah, this is all that the Inhuman one's unlocked. But it's like, no, there's like multiple tiles of this size and more. That's really weird, bro. And what you have to do to game the system, you have to like activate and burn a waystone, and then you can activate more and more. So they need to fix that desperately. But yeah, that was cool. I'm glad we actually we ended up making. We died a few times, which really hurt our chances of leveling this stream. But hey, we've been level 92 for weeks now, so. Alright, let me use one of these 14s. I guess, let's see, like here? Something that sucks. That one's actually pretty good. We'll burn this one. Matthias says, dude, I don't know if you remember because it was probably forever ago when you played and beat Grind, but I'm on the boss, Giant of Eyes boss. And this guy's ridiculous. I'm able to... Oh, wait. The Giant of Eyes? Man. It's been a while. It's been a good while, actually. I didn't even need to go into the map. I'm not sure why I did that. I just need to activate it. Yeah, you have to pull out your old tactics of just getting OP and farming up. You should. That's definitely, I mean, it's a good strategy. It's just, I don't like to do that, but I think that's really effective. I think it's, if you're dying too much, you just grind that XP and get OP and then kick some butt. All right, now we got more of the map unlocked. That's so dumb. I don't know why they do that. They need to fix the Atlas. Alright, there's this one here. And then there should be the one that's like identical right below. Okay, and then there's another one. So that's all threes. I need to see if there's any, I guess it'd be Iron Citadels. There's another 3. I mean, good gravy. Can we get a normal Citadel, please? Iron Citadel. We're looking for a blue beam. Not... There's another one. This is what I'm gonna do then. Oh my, I'm getting dizzy. I'm getting dizzy. Let's see. Fine. So we're gonna do... Where is he? One of these real quick. Yeah, 60% less. Ugh, that's bad. But can I do it? What about this one? Shocked ground, cursed. Oh, we're cursed with everything. So we're weaker and slower. Damn. I don't know about that one. Less recovery rate. That's a lot less recovery rate. I might end up being a coward. I just need one stone, and then I'm gonna end up buying stuff. So let me see here. That's a bit much. Well, whatever. Might as well. Can't die. We have 3 of these, so we just need to survive and win. Alright, let's just not die. Easy as that. We just got the worst enemies in the entire game to get through. Oh my gosh. I'm so scared already. Scary. Who's back here? Oh, there's people back here. No! Okay. Can't die. Won't die. It's just so scary. The shocked ground then makes us take even more damage, 20% more damage, so it's not ideal. Not ideal. So we may have noticed too in the previous streams that I was considered failing those areas, even though I was defeating the Citadel bosses or clearing out the area. So weird. And even if you do end up getting all of the defeating all the rare enemies and whatever else, sometimes it just does not register as a complete. So that's definitely a glitch that I've noticed, and I've experienced it multiple times. Or aside from that one time that I was shown on stream, I always will do my best to clear out every single rare enemy, and then also take out every single enemy so that the monster count is 0. But that's not enough to prevent it from failing you sometimes, so I don't know why it fails. But it's unfortunate because the Citadels are very rare, and if for it to show that they failed, it's just incorrect. So I wonder if that's something that they'll fix, and that they'll retroactively say, no, he actually completed it all or not. But this is one that I might actually fail for real though. Woo! Because I'm getting hit quite a bit. But yeah, it's showing failed, and I'm like, man, that's annoying. I beat all the rares, and aside from the one I did on stream, I've always found every single monster and destroyed it. So it's not like a matter of a 0 clear thing, because I've killed all the monsters. Of course, you beat the Citadel boss, and it'll still say failed. And I thought it was just going to be like, as long as you beat the Citadel boss, you passed. But it's not. It doesn't count that as like a, I don't know, victory. Solid strategy, just don't die. That's right. That is my strategy. That's what I'm going. I kind of based this entire character off of. Like, as long as I hit the enemy before it hits me, I'll win. So I can pretty much one-shot anything except a boss. Okay, those guys are terrifying, so as long as I can take out the ranged enemies first, we're in much better shape. I can cheese this guy. Oh my gosh, never mind, he can cheese me too. He shot me. And me taking all this damage is not good. I need to build up some overshield. I gotta stop getting hit. Oh my gosh, okay, he's doing it again. He's doing the thing. Oh, okay, I'm getting out of here. There's some shield for me though. Hee. Get out of here, I'm scared. Why are you doing all the electricity stuff? No! Oh my, is my mana recovery rate sucky too? Look at all these hexes I have on me, all these like, I have 3 things working against me right now. Not cool, man. Honestly, I could just go straight for the boss, but I need overshield, because if I get hit, then I'm dead. So. Ooh, okay. It's terrifying. I've never failed a stone citadel, but I have failed an iron and a copper for various reasons that we've discussed at length. Oh, come on. Those mana regen thing's killing me. Stop it. I need to have at least the 5,000 shield. So we're close, but I just can't keep getting hit. I'm gonna be as cheap as possible. Attack through walls, all that good stuff. Who's over here? No. Okay, you need to die because y'all are coming this way. You need to die. You can die as well, sir. No! Okay. If I get stun locked, I mean, that's death for me. Insta death. Solid strategy, just don't die. I'm not dead until they kill me. Alright, can I make it? Yay, I grabbed that before it hurt me. That's a good sign. Good start. Dude's angry. He's so angry. Oh my goodness, get out of there. No shield. I almost died there. That was terrifying. We're gonna go around. Try and flank them. Oh my gosh.
I need mana.
No! Don't do that. Okay. You survive. Fight through it! Okay, hold on. That's scary. Are you getting shocked or no? I don't think he was. Proximal tangibility! Alright, we have 4,000 shield right now. As we continue to make our way up, there's going to be less enemies, so we won't be able to gather as much shield, so let's be really smart with our damage that we're taking here. And let's try and take 0 damage. Get wrecked. Okay. What is up with this mana? I think it's because I'm cursed with so much stuff. Like, it's just such a slow recovery. Even for, I thought it was just life recovery, life and shield recovery. Seems to also be mana recovery, which is terrible. That's so bad. Oh gosh. Don't tell me no mana right now, fool. Hold on. That was scary. Okay. I have no shield again. I'm back down to the base shield. Okay. Let's just mosey on over here. It would be nice to go ahead and find Doriani's boss arena. Oh yeah, Salt and Sacrifice. Yeah. Matthias says you're right. Yeah, it's nowhere near as good as Salt and Sanctuary. I could not get it. I mean, they broke so much of what I loved about the first one, and it was just unforgivable. I was like, come on. Like the enemies those mini bosses that pretty much never go away, they just respawn. So it's like every time you go through an area, you have to fight the same mini bosses like 50 times. Like, what is the design here? Like, what was the choice? I mean, what was the purpose? I mean, of creating it that way? I don't understand. I just made it a really unpleasant experience. Like, if you die, and then it's like, okay, so I'm gonna fight every enemy every single time, or do I skip the enemies and then I'm running past every enemy in the game? So it's like, they did not balance it at all in that regard. So that was severely disappointing because the first game was amazing, and this one ended up having voice acting and whatever else, and cutscenes or whatever, and I thought it was gonna be really good, and especially building off the first one, but it was actually worse. And that's really interesting because I think it's still the same 2 or 3 people that made the game, but it was they departed from like some of there was a big departure from some of the stuff that made the game very lovable. And when they added all these extra mechanics, it just didn't pan out. Those bosses that, you know, those mini bosses that keep coming back, that was one of the worst things they could have done. Captain Niwa, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Alright, we got 3 bosses left, really. Doriani has 2 phases. That's what the orange skulls are, and then we have the yellow skulls, which are actual rare enemies we can defeat. Ooh, there's 4 bosses. I stand correct. They've expanded. Oh gosh, get away! This mana stuff is killing me, man. I don't know which curse it is that's making me not get mana as fast, but that is killing me. Ugh. There goes the mana again. What ticked me off was when they put a target with your 4 or 5 other freaking mages and point it ridiculously. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was nuts. It was just weird the way they did that. You're fighting all of us, not just your one target. Yeah, that was what was so weird. I don't know why they did that. And then they'd always come back. Like every single type of enemy would always come. I'm like, this is broken, man. So it's like if you ever died, you had to fight 100 more people and all the mini bosses again as you get into the area because the checkpoints aren't very forgiving. So it's like, what the heck? Like, what are they trying to do? I didn't understand what like how that mechanic was supposed to enhance the gameplay at all. It just didn't. Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. 'Cause I love Salt and Sanctuary. Salt and Sacrifice, though, not so much. If this ball of lightning would go away, that'd be so cool. There you go. Go away, little demon spider. Oh my, oh my. Okay, yes. Oh, whatever, I'll take that one too. I just want to have enough shield to get to Doriani, please. Get back! Okay, hold on. Get away from me. Yep. Oh my. Self-destruct, okay, okay. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm going real gingerly here. And the mages constantly respawn. That was pointless. I didn't understand what the purpose of that was. It just made it really hard to navigate the entire game all the time. I thought they were unique, so I thought it was like, okay, the one, they would come back and they'd never go away. I was like, this is not making sense. You could find a hidden merchant after getting a key from a secret area that sold the boss materials that you spent time farming it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Okay, let's see. I gotta be very careful here. Oh, these are... Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, I got stuck on the wall. That scared me. Oh, I got stuck because of you, you fool. The ghost. Trigger that, so it's away. That's the boss. Okay, lovely. Oh no! No way, man. After all that. That was literally the last boss. Like, that's so cheap to me. Like, you getting stunned like that? The stun charms don't work at all, by the way. What a waste. So now I've lost to one of each. That was a freaking waste of time. Let's see here. Which one's better? 18, 25. They're pretty comparable. They're pretty much the exact same. And then what do we have here? What about you guys? 25, 15, 10. This one's better. These are about the same, really. We can go with this one, though. That's nuts. What a waste, man. Okay. And this. Oh, I don't need that there. Whoops. You come back with me. Welp, that was awesome. So we got that failed now. Lovely. Absolute waste of time. And then we could try another. But honestly, I just don't feel like I'm in the mental space to do that and then not win again. Like, I need to win. Like, I need to win so I can get a freaking piece, but if I lose, then it's gonna suck, because then it's just a lot of time wasted. But I need to get one so that I could potentially purchase another. Let's see, even if we do a scrub one, well, we'll only get one anyways, right? Let's see. I don't want the recovery. You see, it was rate of life recovery, but somehow, maybe it's enfeeble. Maybe enfeeble is the thing that was reducing my... Yeah, I'm just gonna do a coward one. An absolute way. I already lost, so it doesn't matter anyways. I'm wondering if enfeeble reduces my mana regenerate, because here we're gonna know that as we go through, we're not gonna lose anything here, so we're not gonna lose as much mana. $3 for Salt and Sanctuary, nice. I don't even think I care to fight everybody in here. I just want to get to the boss. At this point, it'll still show up as failed anyways. All the ones I've been doing have been showing up as failed, even with 0 monsters left and all the rares defeated, so... Throw caution to the wind. We're just gonna move forward. But yeah, I always get stun locked, man. It's like those stun charms are worthless. I don't think they work as intended, or I don't understand how they're supposed to work. But if you read the description, it's very, very clear. You're supposed to be immune to the stun for several seconds, but it doesn't really work that way, because I'll get hit and then I'm stunned and then I can't move, and it's like, well, if I'm immune to the stun for that 2.8 seconds or 1.4, whatever the seconds is, I should be able to move, but you can't. So I don't know how it's supposed to, I don't know if that's the intended effect and it's just not as good as it says it is or what, but it feels like it doesn't work as intended. That's the only way I die. I used to die to on-death effects because I was greedy. I was going for loot whenever a boss was killed. But now, I just die whenever I get stun locked. Got stun locked there, but I didn't die because I was able to roll out of it. Alright. I want these little bits. See, maybe it's over here. We'll go this way. Well, no, it doesn't look like it's trending that way then, because it's starting to cut back. Let's go this way. And we lost more XP, and we're back down to 30%. I tell you, man, one of these days I'll be level 93. It's gonna be so cool. Or am I level 93? No, I'm not. I've been at level 92 for weeks. Ever since I noticed how harsh the penalty is, I've not leveled up yet. Ever since. Mental block. Those guys just, in that last attempt, they just rushed the door, stun locked me, and I died instantly. That was disgusting. I was being so cautious, too. Up to that. Once again, this is the last boss. We can take him out, clear out the rest of the enemies, and then we can go beat Doriani. Not. Where? Oh, I see it. I already see it, actually. I would hope I remove this stupid thing. Let's just go for it, right?
So, at the eve of the end, the demon of Azzoatl has finally come for me.
No escape. I need mana. I can't give up. I must save my people. No, I will succeed. How foolish. I need mana. I plan for every contingency. I need mana.
I don't know why it took me so long to beat him this time, but I guess I don't know if I had my charged staff on it, I couldn't tell. That's all we had to do last time.
The dreamer provides.
Gold and this could be the one. But it's not. Yeah, that was a really slow Doriani fight. That's fine. Yeah, Salt and Sanctuary is great.
Yes.
So we have, well, now we only have one other. Two others in the vicinity, but one other we can potentially do. And then we need some of these. I'd like to sell some for a good price. Cold and lightning res. This is a really good one, actually. So we have that, and then okay, and then we should have another one up here, right? Yeah, one, and then we have this one as well. So we can path to this one, at the very least. Thinking Spire is kind of. Oh, I do need to do it though. Okay, that's fine. Do it at the lowest tier possible. As long as there's no burning ground, fine, I'll do it. We're just gonna speed run it. Sinking Spire is probably the least favorite. I do like Bluff and Mesa; those are lots of fun. But yeah, Sinking Spire is weird because it's just so packed and it's very hard to navigate through all like the bookshelves and stuff. So I just go straight for the doors. And because they're shaped like triangles, you can just hug a wall and you eventually reach the points, which there's a staircase right there. So, boom. Record-breaking time. There's so many bros. There are so many bros. See, like the enemy density is just nuts, right? Oh my gosh, is this a staircase? No, it's not. I didn't look at the mini-map the whole time because I'm looking at the screen because I'm getting shot by everything. Run away! Yeah, it's a shame, but hey, at least I've lost one of each Citadel, and that'll be the only one. And then now, this is going to be, for the exit, will be situated in the center of this area. You know, I didn't realize that losing to the Arbiter was going to count as loss, like duh, right? But now we made it, so we made it through. Speed run! So I lost the Arbiter like 3 times, right? 3 or 4 times, and we lost a lot of experience. I think we lost like from 78 to like 48 XP. Salt Level says, oh, I was really excited to see a Thorns build. Baited. Yeah, unfortunately, I had been doing the run, and I'd gotten as far as doing the trials, Thorns only, and I got to Ekbob and Ektab, and those enemies were really difficult. I had to use kind of break the parameters of my build to beat them by using the Radiant Visage hood, I think is what it was, and then ever since then it's been kind of a downward spiral, and Torgul was as easy as he is, he was actually giving me quite a bit of trouble with the build, and I just said, you know what, I just ended it. So like that challenge is on hiatus indefinitely until I am willing to do it again. So yeah, it started off as that, and I've done at this point 9 episodes of Thorns only, so there's plenty of good Thorns only stuff, but I just can't do it, man. I'm just like, I do challenge runs all the time, and honestly I just got so frustrated with it. And it's not even that this challenge is particularly difficult or one of the harder ones I've done much harder. I do challenge runs on Souls likes all the time, but it's just, I think I'm burning out. Like I'm just burnt out on challenge runs. I've done so many, and then back to back as well. And then I was thinking it was great. It started off fun and everything, but I just don't, when I'm playing it, I'm not enjoying it anymore. And like, I don't want to be doing that if I'm not enjoying it. You know, it takes everything out of it, you know, and it really makes you burn out really quickly. And I'm not going to burn out in February of the brand new year. You know, I have a lot of stuff that I have planned ahead. So it's like, I'm not going to allow myself to do that. So I ended up just thinking like, you know, I just need to just recognize it for what it is and just say, you know, that was a good attempt, but I can try it again and pick it up later. But there's 9 full episodes of Thorns only madness. All this fun, like experimenting with different build types and all that, but yeah, I can't do it anymore. Like not at this point. Ooh, I hate these levels. Anyways, I can't do it at this point. I just don't have the patience, and I don't want to be upset and miserable about it, you know. So it's like, I love doing challenge runs, but the moment that it's not enjoyable for me, like I don't want it to take the fun or the pleasure out of the game, you know. So honestly, I'm just gonna take a break from the challenge run, and we'll revisit it maybe at a later time. But I just have to do what's right for like my brain, my mental health, man. It was getting to where I'm getting really frustrated, like unnecessarily so. And like I do crazy runs, but they usually don't get to me like that. But this one, not even that hard. It's just more like this is gonna take a lot more time than I want to spend on it, and it's just not enjoyable. And I don't want to do any. I don't want to do that. I want to have fun. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but for now it'll be on break. But there is a playlist in the description of this video that has 9 full episodes of us getting through, and we did world's first of all types of stuff. We did the world's first Act 1 completion. We did the world's first Thorns only Trial of Sekima. So lots of great accomplishments, but I couldn't finish it. Not now, anyways. I'm just not in the right place to finish it. So I think I'm just gonna try and find different and fun ways to do the streams instead of challenge runs for a little bit until I can get back that, I don't know, that mental resilience. But yeah, feel free to check them out. And sorry if you feel like you got baited, but you didn't get baited. I started off like that, and then I just had to be real to myself. I gotta value my time a little better too. And being miserable doing that is not fun. It's not fun for you guys to watch, and it's not fun for me to do. If we're enjoying it, we're struggling through, we're laughing all the way, that's great. But that's not really that's not the energy that was surrounding this run. In the last few episodes anyways. So I'm gonna take a break from it. Good thing is I don't think anybody will ever be able to do it as pure as we've done it anyway, so they'll have to resort to a lot of other methods that probably require you to be on like a cruel difficulty level and things like that. So we've started from scratch and we got as far as we did, so it's pretty good. I would say we ended it technically at Ekbab and Iktab because that's where I had to use the Radiant Visage. But other than that, it's still pretty much a retaliatory or pacifist type run where no strikes have been thrown. It's been no strikes whatsoever, so if we were to continue it, we could continue maybe as a pacifist run. Instead of Thorns only, because it's Thorns only, it's just, at this point, it's just gonna be very long, hour-long fights and stuff. No, I know. This was the exact same stream. So, Captain Nemo, like this stream, it even had the thumbnail and it was like Thorns only. And then, I just, after like an hour, I think, I was like, yep, not doing this. And I can't change it, the thumbnail and stuff, as I'm streaming, but otherwise I would. But after the fact, I'll definitely make it something that indicates that this run's over for now. But yeah, I don't think I've changed anything on Twitch, like, because that usually it's just bots and marketing, web design fools just trying to push their stuff, peddle their services. So I don't really change the description on Twitch or Kick. Kick doesn't even have the games that I'm playing half the time, so Kick's pretty worthless. But Twitch in particular, that I think it's been Thorns only for a while. Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't changed it. It's because no one really watches on Twitch anyways. I have one person watching on Twitch at any given time. That community just never has grown really for me, so it's like, it's fine. They'll see that I'm doing something. But YouTube, that's my bread and butter. So, but yeah, this stream was the Thorns only continuation because that was the plan. But once we attempted Tor Ghoul a few times, I think, and then I was like, man, this is gonna be a long fight, and I was like, not really enjoying it. And then once I died, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to take a break. But yeah, I'll change the title and the thumbnail once the stream's done. You can't do it during the stream, really. I mean, it'd take a lot of time for me to do that. But I need to find ways to do more engaging and fun stuff, so I'm thinking like, we gotta do these co-op streams, we gotta do other things that aren't necessarily like just, like that are sustainable, you know, like the challenge runs are really fun, but it is easy to burn out, and I think that after all these months, Like I'm definitely like, I'm not enjoying it anymore. I want to do something that's like more fun, more engaging, and that where you guys can be involved too, and that would be awesome. So we got to figure out what that's got to be, because I really do want the streaming part of my community to grow. Honestly, I would love if that could be the primary source of, like, you know, what I do, the content I create and everything else. So I spend a lot of time on it. 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and then we still have to do the guides and everything in between. So it's a lot of good content. So I'm hoping that we can start building this up even more, doing more like viewer related or centric stuff. That'd be a lot of fun, I think. Tons of fun. Another essence. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh my. It's unfortunate we lost all that progress towards level 93, but I'm super happy we beat the Arbiter. The Arbiter was tough. He pretty much one-shot me anytime, which was crazy. There was some ability, I don't know, it was like I was in proximity to him and he was dealing damage over time. I didn't realize that my shield was just melting. But he did some, like, all these crazy, like, slams were all one-shots. It was nuts. He was very challenging. So we've beaten Zesht, the Breach Pinnacle boss, and we've beaten the Arbiter, which is really cool. So now we just have, I think, well, and I've also beaten the Trial Master. So I've beaten 4 out of the 7 Pinnacle bosses. Pretty cool. Valor, that's mine. Is this the one? No. Get out of this map, because I do not like this layout. This map's tough. You can get ambushed from multiple sides. The Val have like the worst move set possible. We have like all variety of enemies, ranged, ice, lightning. It's terrible.
Yes.
We don't like facing off with the Val too much. These guys play for keeps. I think I have like 1,000,000 of these. 98, wow. This one is better. What else can I get rid of here? Let's see. Do any of you guys need any of this stuff? Because if not, I mean, there's some things I want to keep, but if not, I'm going to get rid of a nice chunk of this stuff. Like this one, for example. The Radiant Grief, that's the hood that ended the challenge. I'll get rid of these. These are cool boots, but I'll get rid of these. I know there's a belt. Oh, there you go. There's all my belts over here. Coming soon. That's so funny. The description says, coming soon. Let's break these down as well. And we're going to craft us an Astramentus. First try. Just you watch. 50 to spirit. That's not bad. Okay. Rat cage. Belly of the beast. Eldritch battery. I forgot what that does. Converts all energy shield to mana. Wow. Okay, let's break this down. Form us a little chant shard over here. We've got 3. Oh my. Oh my. I only have 1 stellar amulet. So this has to be the Astramentus. Damn it. Okay, it wasn't. It wasn't the Astramentus, but I thought it was. And then we can do this. Okay. Never mind. We tried. I've done a lot of heavy belts. I had 2 rows of heavy belts actually. And we're down to this last like 7. It must be pretty rare as well. Okay, Mesa. Knock this out real quick. That'll give us a view on how to path to the next citadel. And that'll be the third stone citadel we've seen today. I'm looking for the iron citadel, like it'd be a blue beam, or maybe even another copper. And that way anything beyond that is going to be what I sell or what we can just burn through for arbiter attempts. Wait, that's a way through. See if that belt's any good. Oh, he threw his axe at me and missed. What a jerk. All right. The whole purpose is just to get through this one, not to defeat all the enemies or anything. It's not important. I just want to get my path kind of outlined here so we know where to go. Yeah, so it looks like it's just a straight shot from here. I hate when it zigzags because like it forces you to go through all these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's caverns, blooming field. Ugh, I don't like blooming field much either because you can get attacked from so many different angles. Well. Okay, cool. I'm curious. So that one's over here. Are there any others that are nearby? That's another stone so that we could run. Looking for... Let's see, that's actually going to be areas that aren't loaded in yet. It's fine. It's so weird that it does that. And even if you hover over that area, it won't load in. You have to activate a map nearby, which is really confusing. And I bet a lot of people are like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, I lost my Atlas progression. We've done a lot of these. Some of these will show up as failed, but I've only actually failed the 1 or 2. Now it's failed 1 of each, but see, like this one is showing failed. I didn't fail that. This one too. That's all 0 monster count and Citadel boss defeated. I don't know why it does that. That's apparently it's a bug that a lot of people have been experiencing. Iron Citadel. I did fail that one, and then I failed a stone copper around here as well. There should be a copper citadel around here that I failed. Those are true fails. This one I just slipped up. I got hit by Count Geonor's backhand, and that hurt. No citadels, huh? All we have are the stone citadels, it seems. Those get kind of stale after a while. There's another one, but that's just the other side of the area we've been to. So no stone, no iron citadels. So there's another stone, and then this one's already unlocked. So 3 more stone citadels.
Yes. I'll be here.
Cool. All right. So Decisions. So we have, I think it's like what, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8. That means we only have 6 of these. So I need more of the Ancient Crisis fragments. And that Arbiter fight was insane too. I did enjoy that. That was actually pretty fun, but I wonder if I could, I mean, I'm sure I could beat him at difficulty 2. But I don't know. Without Grim Feast, it makes it much more difficult. So I'm sure he's already one-shotting us. So that is interesting indeed. But I'm gonna end this one a little early, guys, just because it's getting back to the schedule, getting hungry, and that way I can go ahead and update and change the thumbnail and all that stuff. But thank you all so much for stopping by today. Decent start to the week. Hopefully it gets better. Got to figure out what to do to keep things fresh, keep things fun. For you guys, of course. So hopefully we can figure out what that is. We gotta figure it out together, though. That's the best way to find out, honestly. So you guys gotta let me know what you want to see, and we'll make it happen.